Ladies and gentlemen,
and we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
Chicago.
So almost ready to get underway. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Justin Steele. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
And there's one away. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Here's Shohei Ohtani. That one misses, and that's ball 3. Next offering is fouled back. 1 out, base is empty. And there's ball 4.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. The 1-1 is fouled off. And another ball. Here's a 2-2. Wouldn't chase that time.
Full count.
And the pitch. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. Payoff pitch. And down on strikes he goes. And there's 2 down. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Two outs. And that one clips the corner. And a swing and a miss. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. So the Dodgers leave 1. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Righty to the plate. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for, a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
One down, base is empty. Hard hit to 3rd. Throw on to Freeman.
Out.
2 up, 2 down.
Batting 3rd.
Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These guys have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. Pat, the runner at first with 2 gone. And another ball.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss.
Now that's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Max Muncy. The wind of the pitch.
Ball.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also...
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Into the bleachers and gone. He'll circle the bases, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at-bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
And now the center fielder, James Outman. Here's a 1-1.
That was exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. He made him pay for that one. It's 2-0.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Right side, hard hit. Horner over to first. And Hernandez is out.
Batting in.
Here's Kike Hernandez.
Kike Hernandez.
Next offering is in for a strike. And another ball. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
Suzuki racing over to make the catch.
Batting up. The second baseman, Gavin Lux.
2 outs, base is empty. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Gavin Lux. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Happ moving under it. Nabs it. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long bottom of the second. Dansby Swanson stands in.
The shortstop.
Righty delivers.
Swanson.
And there's a foul ball.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Tosses to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Here's Yan Gomes. Yan Gomes waits. And it is 2-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Gets a piece and stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. Line drive, base hit.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And next for the Cubs, Michael Busch. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. 1 left. Back here at the friendly confines. On to the 3rd inning. Stepping in the long ball threat, Mookie Betts. That one off the mark, and a count 2-1. Just missed. comes a 3-2. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Kicks and fires. It's softly on the ground to third, and that's just foul. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. He saw a lot of pitches in that at bat and found a way to win the battle.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Pitch misses, and the count is 3-1. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Now snap throw to first. Betts gets back easily. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Well, we've seen this recipe cook up a big inning plenty of times. 2 runners on, nobody out, and they're in the heart of their order. It's just a great opportunity to put up a crooked number.
And a pitch. And that one wrapped foul. And here it comes. That one ripped right center field. Suzuki going back on this one. And that one's gone into the bleachers. And they add to their lead. It's 5-zip. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. They thought he could blow a high fastball by him, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
Will Smith, the next to hit. And another ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Already 3 runs across in the frame. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. There's a strike at the knees. 2-2. Why to kick the pitch? No question about this one. It's out of here. They go back to back. It's 6-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Justin Steele won't go any further, and we'll be back with their first arm out. Drew Smiley into the game. He's into the game with the bases empty. Here comes Max Muncy.
Smiley.
The 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And that one is lifted in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 away. James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 1 down, base is empty. Ripped to short. Over to first. In time. Nice stretch.
Now
Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. The lefty fires. Ground ball right side, and foul ball. The pitch. There's a swing and a drive. And that should be extra bases. And that's a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
And next for LA, Kike Hernandez. Bounced up the middle. Swanson tosses to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was here at Wrigley Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. The batter now, Nick Madrigal.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
The wind of the pitch. Out to short. Betts whips it to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Number 2, second baseman, Nico Horner.
Here's Nico Horner.
I'm so glad Yamamoto made the move to Major League Baseball. He's one of the most decorated pitchers to come out of Japan and finished his Nippon professional baseball career in style.
The Cubbies with a lot of ground to make up here in the last half of the third.
Facing elimination and pitching in Game 6 of the Japan series, Yamamoto pitched a complete game with 14 strikeouts and broke the series strikeout record held by Yu Darvish. What a way to go out.
Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. The pitch. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Cubs. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, Gavin Lux.
Not a lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. You know, when the league expanded and added the Los Angeles Angels in 1961, they played their first season at a stadium in LA called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name. Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Here's Mookie now. So now 3-2. Got him swinging.
Oh, that's pretty much the dream two-strike curveball if you're the pitcher. Hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
That misses the zone. 2-1.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Lux leads off first with one away. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
The 2-1. Fought off foul. And that's off the inside edge. And the count's full. Will Smith waiting to bat for the Dodgers. Two outs. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. And they'll do it again. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Catcher, Will Smith.
Next up, the Dodgers catcher, Will Smith. Kicks and deals. And there's a hit. Coming home. He scores, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Up next is the third baseman, Max.
It's not often someone hits a baseball this hard. It's worthy of the StatCast treatment, Singy.
Well, I was anxious to see what that exit velo would be, and wow, 116 miles per hour. StatCast absolutely lives for these moments. You know, it's so cool to get that kind of data back almost instantly.
Swing and a miss.
One
Chased
ball,
it out of the
2
zone.
strikes.
The Dodgers up big in this one. Top half of inning number 4. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. And midway in the 4th, it's the Dodgers 7 and the Cubs nothing. Back here at Wrigley Field, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Ian Happ. A wind in the pitch. Stays alive.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
That misses. And the count is even 2-2.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Makes the grab. 1 down. Here's Cody Bellinger. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the bottom of the 4th.
Bellinger.
On the ground. Lux gathers and throws to first. And Bellinger is out.
The batter number 7.
Dansby Swanson digs in now.
Swanson.
2 down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there. And we're back. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the center fielder, James Outman. And he deals. Out to short, Swanson. 1 away here in the 5th. Here's the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez.
Next offering misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Number 43 up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Swing and a miss.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Next offering is downstairs. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Up the middle. On the run. Sent it over to first.
Got him.
Awesome play there. And now the right fielder, Enrique Hernandez. 1-1 now. Foul ball there. The pitch. And he grounds one back up the middle. In time to Bush, and the Dodgers are set down in order. We head to the bottom of the fifth, and now the DH, Christopher Morel. Crushed to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. A gigantic blast. And they're on the board. It's 7-1.
That could be one of those swings that really helped spark this offense. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and then the batsman carried it out of here.
Yan Gomes, the next Cub to hit. The pitch. Good eye in that spot.
You know, these Cubs just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Next offering is in for a strike. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Here comes a pitch. Now one missed. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. Late cutting action to get the swing and miss right there. I mean, that's just really hard to account for as a hitter when you're seeing the fastball all the way, and then just at the last moment, it darts away from you and you can't reach it.
Pitch misses. They're down 3-1.
3 balls, 1
One
strike.
run across in the frame so far. Last half of inning number 5. On the outside corner, and the count's full.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Caught him looking for the K. Here's Nick Madrigal.
The third baseman. Madrigal.
And there's a ball. This one in the air right field. Hernandez hustling after it. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And that's the third out. Cubs get one on the solo shot. And the lead is stretched to 7-1. Here at Wrigley Field, top of the 6th inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Gavin Lux. The 1-1. And another ball.
You know, these Dodgers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well. With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Now it's Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts.
One down, base is empty.
That's a ball.
The count 2-1. He swings and fouls one off. Just missed the inside corner, and the count's full.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
So man aboard, Shohei Ohtani. Now at the plate. On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. And a pitch. That misses. Full count now.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
At the belt and fires. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball. And at first, Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
1-2.
And that just misses.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Got it. That's out number 3. So it's no runs. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Nico Horner. And a pitch.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Out to short. Goes to second. Safe there. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Well, fortunately, they've got a big lead on the scoreboard, so that error shouldn't hurt too much. But you have to be careful about losing concentration in a game like this. Can be an easy trap to fall into.
High fly ball out towards left field. That ball's carrying. It's a ball. He'll touch them all. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 7-4.
Things might get pretty interesting if they keep connecting on pitches like that. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
And it's even up.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Fly ball to right. Hernandez has it sized up. Pulls it in for the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter. And a tough one at that.
That one missing inside. Movement in the bullpen. Alex Vesia getting ready to go. Hudson warming up as well. That one misses. And now 3-1. And there's a strike.
Full count.
The Cubs trailing by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Fights it off. He'll see another. And that's ball 4.
Take your base.
It feels to me like his time on the mound is running short, starting to show some signs of fatigue. So we'll see how much longer they let.
So they bring on the veteran, Daniel Hudson.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Hudson checks over to first, and he's back.
Now, this guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
And strike 2.
1-2.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. And the righty deals. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Now the Cubs catcher, Yan Gomes. Right-handed reliever. Fouls one off. 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Hudson throw to first. Swanson back easily. Swanson off of first with 2 away. Runner on the go. Hard ground ball, base now. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
That one down the line, and that's just foul.
You can see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. Cubbies edge closer on this long ball. It's now a 7-4 ball game. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Number 43. Will Smith getting ready to hit.
Now pitching for the Chicago Cubs. Number 43.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Yency Almonte up and throwing. Leiter also getting ready. That one is upstairs. 2-2 down. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and there's 2 away. James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Two down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Now a fly ball to right center. Bellinger drifts towards it, and that'll do it. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Joe Kelly.
Power slider guy, Boo. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
Now the third baseman, Nick Madrigal. The Cubbies in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at-bat out of him right here.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. To first, and he just gets it there in time. 1 away. Now it's the second baseman, Nico Horner. The 1-1.
Ball too high.
The Dodgers leading by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. And another ball. Slice the other way and foul. .99 miles per hour to finish him off.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
And now here is Seiya Suzuki.
3-1.
Two outs. Clips the corner. 3-2 now.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
3-2. Payoff pitch. On the ground right side. Lux got him on the off-balance throw. And the Cubs go 1-2-3. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. And they're on the wrong end of a 7-4 score.
Mama broken, ain't no joking, know what time it is. Shawty broken, ain't no joking, like your title is.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Mark Leiter Jr. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. And the pitch. And a foul ball. And that's in the dirt. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle, and the leadoff man aboard.
He was all over that one. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
The pitch. And a foul ball. Just missing there. And now it's 3-2. Activity in the bullpen. Yency Almonte preparing to come on if needed. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Have you ever caught a foul ball as a fan?
Only as a broadcaster, not as a fan. You?
I've been in many games as a fan.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And now one away. Gavin Lux steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Gavin Lux.
Swings through that one.
Always tough to turn two on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn two quickly.
And the right-hander deals. And delivers outside.
It's a good take.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
On the ground, 2 ball. And that chance handled. Off balance speed. There's one. Over to first, but he beats it. Here's Mookie Betts. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
And a swing and a line drive into right field. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. 2 on, 2 outs. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Left-hand batter waits. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Two outs. That just misses, and now it's 3-2.
That's one you always want as a pitcher. Down at the knees, and it looked to me like he's barking. That's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
Hammers that one. Curling down the line and foul. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Righty delivers. Got him looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a back now. New pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Brusdar Graterol in half up to hit. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Right-hander kick steals. And another ball. Got him. And there's one down. One down. There comes Cody Bellinger. Base is empty, one away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Inside, just missed.
This is the type of hitter his club wants at the plate, especially playing from behind. He's hoping to start a rally right here.
Next pitch inside, and the count is filled up.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
One down, base is empty. High drive, deep right field. That one on its way. It's a belly ball. Cody Bellinger blasts one out, and they're chipping away. It's 7-5.
They just split this home crowd in a big way. Really a swing. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a little to stay really smart with his mechanics. If you fly over with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Next to hit, Dansby Swanson. Swings through that one for strike 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. Christopher Morel, the next cup to hit. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's the inning. But the Cubs do get one back on the solo blast. And it's 7-5. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show.
Yeah, we in goal mode.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Yency Almonte
gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Left-hand hitter waits. The punch out there, and a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. So here's the cleanup hitter, Will Smith. Base is empty, one away here at the top of the 9th. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Bellinger drifts towards it and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Nothing doing here this half. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Evan Phillips.
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best advice they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. He's got it. 1 up, 1 down.
Now back, first baseman,
Michael Bush, the next Cub to hit. The Cubs down by a pair here in the last half of inning number 9. Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Now only 1 out remaining.
Well, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in, he gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then just falls off the top.
Foul ball. This could end it. Check swing, no appeal.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run and the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
Ground ball, and this should do it. And that is the ball game.
Well, this was a total team effort, using 6 pitchers in this ball game to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton. The next pitcher stepping up and getting it done. You got to give them a lot of credit because this is not easy to do. We'll see how it affects them over the next couple of days.
A 7-5 final score in this one. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singer.